Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had everybody that needs to hear this glitcha, smash the subscribe button. Go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to all the patrons. I love you. Believe me when I tell you, you're the heartbeat of this channel and the only thing keeping this going. Stay tuned for your well-deserved shout out at the end. This episode right here, man, these are the conversations that I like having. This whole episode is going to be about people's perception. Okay, through lack of education, lack of knowledge, through traumatic events, through stereotypes, bias, how, why, who, what, where. Yesterday I did a video, or 2 days ago, I did a video. It was titled, "The California Model is Not Rehabilitation." Literally, I don't know how long that was, 16 minutes. Gave a whole explanation. Seems like I wasted my time on my perception, right? My experience. Now, somebody wrote in the comments, this is not a shot at him or a disrespect, because he actually wrote LT, which I find to be very respectful. He said, "Hey, LT, on this one, I can't agree with you 100%, because you know damn well that if you have just one assault on a peace officer, one battery on a peace officer, he's going to catch the blues everywhere he goes. You guys try to do the most to F with that person. Trust me, I seen it. I was getting messed with because my Sally had a staff assault, and that's how you guys add to the violence. That's straight up gang mentality." That's a good comment to help me make this video. Yes, dude. At one point in time, from what I heard. Oh, there you go, bullshitting, Hector. From what I heard, I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. I didn't see anything. It is a 100% fact that if you battered a cop back in the day, a fucking CO, you were gonna get fucked up. I don't know what to tell you. Hector just let the cat out of the bag. I don't know. That's what I heard. Can't remember who I heard it from. Don't ask me. Don't remember. Don't want to remember. If you assaulted a CO, you were gonna get fucked up. Period. Point blank. What do you want me to tell you? Okay, I can tell you that I served in a time where that changed. I can tell you that, okay? Unless we're in some fucking far off place, like maybe High Desert, I don't know, I wasn't there. Tehachapi, I wasn't there either. Salinas Valley. Even then, they have cameras now. I can assure you, from my experience, what I seen, man, dudes were not getting fucked. Dude, I was at Sentinel State Prison when a big-ass white boy stabbed a CO on the day room. This was before 2009. They didn't lay a fucking finger on that inmate. I swear to you, they didn't lay a fucking finger on that inmate, because that prison was already running kind of how it's supposed to, right? They didn't lay a fucking finger on that inmate. He stabbed the fucking cop and he proned out. You ask me, that's kind of a bitch thing to do. I always say, and again, this is me being less educated by saying this, if you're going to do something, go all the way. Then let us go all the way, right? I shouldn't have said that, but that's how I felt, probably because I'm hungry. The inmate stabbed the CO in the neck numerous times, then laid down immediately. Cops came, put handcuffs on him, sent him off to ADSEC. That's a true story. That was not the direction this fucking episode was going to go. You got my blood pressure up. But I can assure you, in 2025, dudes are not getting as fucked up or fucked up as maybe in one point in fucking time they were. Now, are they going to get dumped once or twice? They may get dumped once or twice. I'll leave it at that. Well, Hector, that violates the policy. I'm not there no more. Was never there. I don't want to talk about it. That's irrelevant to me at this point in time. Again, this all starts by hitting a cop. But let's talk about bias or not bias or perception. There was a point in time where I freaking hated, I can't even believe I'm about to say this right now, man. Muslim people. Fucking hated them. Despised them. It had a rage towards them. Now you're probably thinking, damn, Hector, why would you come out on the internet and say that? Because I no longer feel that way. I absolutely, in my heart, in my soul, in my mind, in my body, don't feel that way, right? And it's kind of shameful that I did at one point, but I could see why. I was in Iraq 13 months. Yeah, well, you invaded their country when you shouldn't have. Yeah, I see that. I agree. I see that now. I seen that a few years back. I see it. I'm like a philosopher, man. And I don't care if you agree or you don't agree. I've experienced a lot, man. It's time that I capitalize on that experience and share it with you, the masses. My brain, not fully developed at the age of 19, at war with the so-called enemy, the Iraqi insurgents. That was an experience of its own, okay? I never did tell this story, and I'm going to limit this story. There was a city of Samara. We took over the city of Samara 1 month before the Marines took over the city of Fallujah. We were clearing houses day by day by day by day, house by house by house by house by house, kicking in doors. Sometimes there was women in the house, children in the house, men in the house. Sometimes the houses were empty. Sometimes there were military-aged males in the home. We came into this house one time, and there was an old guy there, and his eye was white. I believe that one of his eyes was blind. I called him Milk Eye, is what I called him at that point in time. He was an old man. It was me, a youngster, who was a private. He's my homie. He knew who he is. My sergeant and another sergeant. 4 of us in that house. We start searching the home. We start searching the chicken coop in the back. We find AK-47s wrapped in plastic. That's not good, right? That is bad. That is especially bad when 2 of our friends had just gotten killed earlier that month, or in the month of September. This was October 1st, 2004. And when we're looking for bad people. I began to destroy all that dude's property. His television, I broke it. His cabinets, china cabinets, I threw them on the ground. His refrigerator, I slammed it on the floor. Right? 19-year-old kid in war. And I'm not saying this because I'm proud of it. I'm saying this because I have grown and I can identify where people are at in their mentality. For instance, if you're a gangbanger and you see me on the Instagram, you're like, oh, fuck that pig. Talking about me, or you put a little pig emoji. I see where your brain is at. Your brain is exactly where I was at, was a 19-year-old kid thinking I knew something. Thinking that my world at that time was the world. That is not the world, okay? That is a small speck of fucking time. And if you do not get past that, you're going to get stuck in that mentality. I'm speaking from experience. Well, the more shit we're finding in this dude's house, this old man's house, the more irate we are becoming and enraged. We find a flare gun. Let me tell you, they used to use flare guns to give away our location. We find sniper rifle rounds. That one really set us off. Next thing you know, the old man is sitting on the couch, and my sergeant tells my friend, get out of the house. Get out. And I knew why. He was young, he was new, and we didn't really know if we could trust him at that point in time. So he just walks out the front door. And now it's me, my 2 sergeants, and the old man on the couch. Now, I'm not going to tell you what happened in that house, right? I'm not going to tell you. But I learned the extent of how fucked up people can be, right? I learned how fucked up I could be. I learned a whole nother area of my brain got lit up, right? Another experience, another traumatic experience. That is why 9 minutes in, when I was a CO, a sergeant, and a lieutenant, and I was a peace officer, rose my hand. That is why I never did an inmate dirty, right? That is why I never beat the fuck out of one in handcuffs. That is why I never destroyed their fucking property in their cell. during cell searches because I had already had that type of experience in Iraq. Now, are there correctional officers that never had that experience? All of a sudden, they get a badge and they think they have that power of a soldier in war. Yeah, there's people that do some fucked up shit in prison. There is. I've been keeping it real ever since the start. Now, this episode is not also about that. It's about the mindset of individuals, okay? When I left the prison system, I left because my mind had already fucking seen too much. And one of the things that grossed me the fuck out was my administration doing what they were doing. And I couldn't stomach that. I couldn't stomach that shit no more, man. And maybe there's still people that hold on to that job or stay in that career, number one, because they don't have another choice, and that's fine. Or number two, they didn't experience the shit that I experienced, man. I was at Donovan when Marcus Pollard and Raquel Buckle was there. It was literally the worst fucking time ever. Literally. It was bad. It was bad, and they have still not yet been held accountable, and they will not be. So the best that I can do is air out the dirty laundry on the YouTube. That makes me satisfied. So anyways, about the Muslim people, I had to go seek therapy at the VA hospital and learn these little tricks and traits, man. One of the therapists told me, like, well, Hector, is there anything you can do or you can say when you see an Iraqi person? It's usually the females because they wear the garb. They wear the whole thing, and that triggers me. That's a trigger for me. I had to identify triggers. How about that one? You guys like recovery? How about that one? Identifying triggers. And I said, well, I guess I can say this, man. I guess I can say my beef is not with you. And he goes, oh, perfect, Hector. The guy loved me, man. The guy loved me. Oh, that's a good one, Hector. Try that. The next time you see an Iraqi woman with the garb, say to yourself in your head, my beef is not with you. Let me tell you something right now, ladies, gentlemen, and warriors. I did that for the longest time. And it worked. It worked. I'll see one, fucking become enraged. My beef is not with you. My beef is not with you. My beef is not with you. Fucking ladies probably looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with this idiot? Fuck's wrong with this fucking terrorist? I'm the terrorist. I'm the fucking terrorist. The point I'm trying to make is it's easy for me to sit here on this YouTube channel and identify where people are at in their life, in their trauma, in their experiences. Again, you guys have a real hard time swallowing that pill that inmates don't attack officers for no reason. I'm glad I gave this episode. There's still going to be some baboso in the comment. Not this homie. I like this guy. He said ALT. There's still going to be somebody in the comment. But Hector, motherfucker, go back, rewatch the videos. Once in a while, it's going to hit. Something has to hit. If not, you're going to get stuck. You should never get stuck, man. You should always want to advance your knowledge, your education, your experience. You should use that to help other people. Motherfuckers are struggling. 2025, people are struggling. Gotcha, man. Everybody's unhinged with that. This episode is sponsored by It Is What It Is, Johnny, Danny Fresh, Rescue Chick 70, Fatima, JP 6184, Joanna, John Paps, Alex, Hopes and Promises, Scary Perry, put a work order in, Jolene, Justina, Casas, Third Watch, Desert Warrior, James, Luis, Miguel, The Real Chit. Go check them out on YouTube. MC Counslip, Lena, Jeremy, Frank, Roberto, Lilybutt 209. All you pedophiles pretend to be gangster. Ernie Castle 420. 89 made me. You're a long way from Starbucks, homie. Ali, Terry, Ramiro de Leon, The Hound, Miss R. Milkers, La Primera Play at Your Own Risk 209, A-Rod 310, Chris Lesniak, I don't know, I'm not the regular, Pachanga 209, Darlene from Santa Ana, VSP Yeti, Sabatino, Earth Blood Operator. I just thought of something. Adalberto, Mercenary Mindset. I'm going to stop while I'm ahead. Any reason I can't hold you, Fontaine Dixon McCrary, Program Time, on to page number 2. Carnalito, Treatment Not Time, Outdoor Activity, Gigi, Vini Todavia Me La Pela, Santa Barbara County, Brother Matt at StateIssuedCollection.com, Shut the F Up and Make It Wink, Calaverga 760, G-Ride, Vote Newscom Out, The Prison Psychologist, Fuerte 84, Zeus, Michigan Wolverines, I Have an 8-Hour Chrono, Put Me Out Sick Self, AWOL Like Monty, Cherokee Cat, Raider 62, L. Eli Gerardo, Rigo SD, Pelon 1205, who's doing the pipe? Denise, the real McCoy, not the fake McCoy. JB Smooth, Abuelita's Journey, Abuelita's Irma, Rodrigo Keep Pushing Forward, Homie Hangout, Giant Manhattan Pizza in Anaheim, go check them out. JB Smooth, Salinas Valley Outdoors, give me some toilet paper. CO, give me some toilet paper on the dead homies. Ricardo, Maladjusted, Ragtoss 5.0, Carmine the Pitbull, EOP Whisper, F602, Viva Mexico Cabrones on the dead homies. 72%. It's a landslide. You guys are going to enjoy that when it comes out on Soft White Underbelly. La Reina, Winston, Tony, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead with Love, Albert 12 on the dead homies. LT keeps it 100. Big, ooh, so deep. J.I. Esquiel, Nova, Linda, the retired CO. Marius Chevelle 66. Hey, girl, pop me up so I can give you some OJT. CCPOA president sold out. RJD staff for an LT spot in Sacramento. That one's my favorite so far. And the homie Rags. If you haven't already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're definitely missing out. Love you guys. Educate yourselves, please. Keep pushing forward.